Hey, we had some big movers today. Just going to go over a couple of them real quick. Also, if rent goes, it'll go at the 1653 area. So we're just going to set alert from the $10 where it ran a little bit ago right to here. So we'll just set that, see if it tells us. And it's going to go down or up really quick here because it's going down. And it's going to be a long bull flag or just a long sell-off. Sometimes if you're wondering why it sells off so slowly, it's you got the dumb buyers buying it and the people buying this at $8 and $9 just trashing all these slow things that they're throwing up in here. And they're just making extra lanyap on that trade today. So just watch there, draw a trend line on the first two dots you got, reduce it down to a 3 if you got it. Otherwise, just let it prove itself. It's really not breaking anything, and that 1653 would have to be that level. So we'll see if it breaks it. It is still putting a decent fight on, and it could go, but we're just going to let it, because basically now it went up, down, up less, and then right here it could go. So that's where you're going to sit there and look at a possible trade coming up on it at that area right there. So just be wary. It's still building up steam to go back up again, because look what it just ran. It is a 2 million float, so that makes it a lot easier. And I think it's done a couple rotations already. So meaning rotation is that it's already gone through all the trades that it should have gone through already. So we will see. Okay, so some beeps on here. That's pretty stable. We got a stable. Got the higher lows. Yeah, that's the level that's going to have to prove itself. It'll probably bust it in a minute. All right, so let's go through rent. Rent was basically just coming through here, and it's broke the pre-market highs and after-hour highs yesterday at the 14 level. That's why it kind of exploded when it got up to that level right here. And you'll see it right there all day long. So when it does that, and you just see these things, and that's that 1650 level. I just did a little late, but I wanted to shoot this for you. We will see. See, it's already in and out. So I leave that trade there when I do it, and that was just, look, late in the day. If you're going to trade some penny scalps and enjoy yourself. Don't put all the money when it's the wrong time of the day. So you'll see a lot of wicks here, but 1650 is the area. It's going to have a big fight to go. So we will see. It's still part on that trend line. I just wanted to take a quick fun one. All right, so right here, let's go over the trades this morning. I'm going to go over RLYB. Basically, I was at the gym, and this is why I tell you I didn't get into this trade as well. Here's the run up from yesterday. You basically see it's almost hit target 2. It did not break the high to run out this little 360 run, so it really never got to this 360 resistance, and it's just breaking down beautifully. If you make a short, I would have shorted right here, and if you want to know why, I'll go through it real quick. I would have shorted right here, because basically now that you have a stock going up, going down, fails to do it, that would be the next time for the downtrend. And then just make sure right here, here's the other support from this morning, right here, that it could just go from here to here. It's already broken the 200, so a big move down, because it was above the 200 the whole time. So it might make its way a little bit up. Otherwise, that's a great short right there. That line to that line, you clearly see that. I do one short a day. I was so focused on trying to find a decent long at the open, and we finally found rent. Right here, this is a stock that definitely just really did not want the 450, but I will tell you what I do. It really hasn't gone anywhere though. So if it breaks down, I would set alert maybe at the $4 range right here for it to go right here, for it to die, or the 450. So that's the $half whole dollar moves, and I'm just going to put a couple up here if it can talk to us later. Otherwise, it's probably going to keep here or die off at this point, because look what it gapped up on 16,000 shares. It went from 2 to 5, but it's been holding. So somebody bought these and are very happy today, because they can dump them anytime for a big profit. TPET, I think somebody said that was going pre-open. Yeah, pre-open right here, decent move. Alpine, but rent was your, yep, right there. That was that 1650 move. So I will draw what I saw right here, the 1650 move right there, and it should go up to the 19. So All good. All good in the hood. So what you're going to do here is now you're going to sit there and go, okay, so that was just the move that you could have had and should have had in that room. So right here, this is the big move in the platform. So once it hits target 2, I just think it can go. Obviously, it's the only low float today and one that had a short squeeze from yesterday, because look what happened yesterday. Just bombastic. It again. And maybe they did, maybe they didn't get out, but there's 2 sets of buyers here trying to get the hell out of this stock. So here's a clear platform at the 1650 area, and after the downtrend, which you clearly see here, and then buyers are willing to pay more on the bottom side. So that's an ascending wedge, and if you wanted to see it, and you're probably going, well, what was the pop out before that? I really don't care. This is the move that I'm used to seeing. That's just a trial. That's why I said it's overbought, but it was there coming down. Here's the ascending wedge, and the buyers are willing on this, and that was the platform of the 1650, because it went up here, went up here, went up here, and finally fought through that. So it could head on up to the 1950 if it wants. Otherwise, it's just a lot of traffic here. So that's why scalp target 1 was the best you do you, because look, it also has a lot of sell-off possibly coming. There it goes. So anyway, we're going to go to cattle. I think that did something at the open. Sometimes people get really excited. Look at it, how many shares. Oh, at the open, 4 million shares to run that up a little bit. So if you see this trend right here, it is breaking this. This is like the first 5 minute. And if you look at this first 5 minutes right here, it did not break it. But it did make 2 moves right here, restabilized here. I would have taken this trade in a heartbeat. Can't beat them all. Right here's the target 1 and the target 2 right there on that retrend. So even though it looks choppy to you, hopefully if you start seeing these stair steps, look at this one, clean, up, down, shorter down, and thus it went up to target 1, cool, retested the same area, you could have taken that whole trade all the way to target 2. So even on a garbage stock that looked choppy and sideways, if you really look keenly, you'll see it. This is that one I shorted. Let me go back to rent one more time. And there it is. So if you wanted some descriptions, this is called a micro pullback. So it pulls back just in 1 minute, comes back up here, and then goes straight up. But again, it is regained strength in this move to build up another move. So normally it would be an afternoon VWAP hold, if you ever heard that. That takes all day to rebuild. But since this is a micro float, and micro float's under 3 million to us, it has this big move potential. Look at, somebody bought this at 9. You should have bought. You could have held laughing the whole time and almost doubled your money today. So good news on that. If you got the earlier move, where it really told me to get the move, because it was like only 2,000 or 3,000 shares before the market opened, and then look, boom, almost everything was 300. Now it's 500,000. Yep, 500,000. Let's see what it took to break that. Yep, right here is another. Here's $1 million to break that 1650 area. It just took volume. And if it comes back here, it's probably going to test it one more time. And now the volume, it was early in the minute of it, but it's down. You're down at 100,000. The candle right before it had 500,000 and 500,000. 500,000 up, 500,000 down. So once you start seeing the volume being equal up and down, you got to start being a little wary of it. And I think it'll taper off a little bit. And if it doesn't, I don't really care, because the volumes were in these moves. So the very last volume move, that's where I think it is coming to a reversal, and that's why 1950 might be the last number. So there's my recaps for today. If you need any one-on-one, all this kind of perfectly. So if you can, just reach out. I'll be glad to help you. There's a little fee, but no big deal. And then also we're going to be releasing a website pretty soon that has every platform taken care of. And doing some pre-market live trades, setting up for Rob's open market trade. So just be out to look out for that, okay? Thank you so much. And on probably every other Wednesday, we are going to do a question night, okay? So y'all have a great night. Thank you.